Hello, 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 Sagittarius. Welcome to the stream. We are performing an eclipse series. And now it's your turn. I'm going to use several decks for this reading. So we go one by one. I'm going to begin with first your tarot cards, tea leaf cards, oracle, and I'm going to use this wonderful Sibilla del Cuore as well. Which reads a bit different. So this is going to be exciting. I use this deck individually in my Quarant's readings 1-2 times, but I didn't use them in a reading series before. So I am really excited for this. So I'm following this from several screens because if one screen sometimes computer make some surprises. If it goes off, I can follow from here. So I have multiple screens here to look at. Okay, so we are ready to go, my friends. Let's begin with the tarot cards first. And let's see what these cards are talking about for Sagittarius consciousness. So yes, this solar eclipse is in Aries, and you know the north node and the south node will also shift by July 2023. We are going to have Aries Libra axis as our nodes 18 months long. So these times now we will be talking about, which is also influencing the end of the month, of course, can be a time as of July 2023 for you as well, because they may correspond to the nodal axis. So let's begin now for Sagittarius consciousness, what they need to know around this time with regards to the eclipse, and for sure the end of the month as well. Okay, so our first message for Sagittarius is we have the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. And we have the World. We have the World. Okay. So the next message is Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. Okay, this is getting to an interesting place. We have the Two of Pentacles. You need to recheck a decision that you are giving firmly, actually. There is something you are very, tight with it. Like, I'm gonna do this and this is it, this is the way. But then you are like challenged with a dynamic, and then you will need to rethink it, because now you are in between two things. Okay, well, let's see the next message. We have the Chariot. Your situation may involve a direction also, but by the way, can be also travel related, something with transportation. Literally, it can be. This can be literally going and visiting a place or not, but there is something in the, this path will ascend you. It's going to put you a higher path, I have to say. One more card I will get, Nine of Swords. You don't want to worry about your decision later. So think about it wisely. Okay. Now, it feels to me that someone wants to rethink and redecide about what you are about to do. And you are also here pretty much encouraged to get the fun way here. What will be the fun way for you, by the way? What will be the way which helps you to explore, have fun, have joy? Because a way here can seem to be the right path, but may not support growth. It can feel like too dull, I do feel. You are actually in the beginning pretty much here to go by the norm, okay? And it's like your eyes are on the prize, and you have like united everything in your mind, and now you are like acting on it to bring into like manifestation. But then there is this dynamic enters in, and it's telling you like, hey, wait, there is another thing you need to look at. Here you maybe also realize some kind of a limitation in your choice which may occur later. So here then, as you're challenged by another idea, you will, I think, rethink here your decision. I see here you are literally juggling two things here. Well, let this secondary dynamic to answer, because they are coming from a point of clarity, Sagittarius. You see, there is a rose here, and it's very beautiful, if you ask me. They are coming from clarity, and they are actually introducing you a more expansive way to do things. You are here now assessing the situation, and you will make a decision. There are some truth to this. Maybe you feel you need to be following. You are not actually enjoying maybe to go with another person's opinions, but here the point is they have a point in this. So why don't you take their what they are offering as a different perspective, because it can really untangle a path which may have been blocked if you would choose the first option that you were thinking at the beginning. I also see here actually you are beginning your journey first. Like, okay, so this situation is like limited. There is nothing I can do about this. It has already set, defined by the rules, how I will overcome it with the resources I have. But actually, this reading is like showing like a way out, a different path you can follow. Even something in your relationships, work life, friendships, family, it's not the end of it, it says. What you see as an obstacle can be really penetrated with a different perspective. There can be a young person in your life, a younger figure in your life who is younger than you. So with this young figure, you may have some generational also differences. Maybe you want to implement something in your life which is involving something financial. Maybe there is an obstacle or a limitation about that. You want to communicate this to them. Or there is a particular support you can offer, but it is limited. However, there is a new and creative way, like to go, and you can really go beyond these circumstances. The pinch or the hurdle may not, it seems like a hurdle or a pinch, but there is another way, like there is another start, there is something very fresh, like a new also you can go towards. you will overcome these obstacles. If there is a particular place first you need to visit, if you need to take action, if you need to, because here you need to like leave from the state of mind of the first choice and follow something a new path that wasn't that you weren't thinking before. I also feel here there are some subjects which may involve a marriage here. Some subjects which may involve a marriage. So here a marriage can be can you can question here a union or marriage, maybe a partnership, not necessarily conventional, and you may think that if this person is really against me, I mean, why this person is like against me? It's like, or you feel like maybe opposed by the other person, or the direction that this maybe partnership or marriage is also going. But actually, the new ways you will invest may really shift the direction of your life and partnerships. Your person, though, may not be moved by these maybe new things you want to implement in your life or follow through, but don't let it to stop you, I have to say. Don't let it to stop you. You think maybe this person is like not you may feel you are not on the same page, but once you be in track of your own path, they will be quite interested and appreciate when you show progress about what you will be up to. For the time being, they may not want to join you in that path, though. So you may go a bit alone in this by yourself. If there is a child and if there is a partnership, maybe the other parent is not interested in or investing in the life of this younger figure you are parenting. They are, I mean, I feel you are like, you have to handle something like first by yourself. There is some responsibility, but with again there is a new way to do it. So from the oracle, we have the signs. Instincts are the message from the inner divine. So around this time, you may be also finding yourself moving like with your gut, like divinely guided. And they may not be just acts of a normal instinctive way around this time. So your instincts really matter around this time. Actually, the conditions here are very much encouraging you to be in the high ground. It's not making you to fall back. I mean, there is definitely some type of a progress, but you need to take some road and you need to start from somewhere, okay? Rather than staying in between two things. Sometimes non-decision is the worst way. Even like one decision even is better. So you need to make that. Let me get some Sibilla del Cuore for you. So from Sibilla's, we have, yes, we have the worry. Yes, in the beginning, yes, you have this definitely. Then we have the hope, because now you are discovering a secondary way to uh, go around this subject. I was talking about the dynamic you are introduced. And we have the truth. There you go. How your worry can turn into some kind of a truth there. How the worry can later turn to be a truth for you. It's like the solution is, or the release and relief is actually hidden in the pain. So that's why we need sometimes have that uh, hard and brutal look and gaze into our own worry and pain and really discover what is really there, what is really about that fatigue we go through. Is it, are we becoming anxious? Is there a restlessness? Is this why we feel depressed or feel bitter? Or is it remorse? Is it bitterness? It is affliction? Is it a fear? You know, to delve into that feeling, because the truth is also hidden there. Okay, the problem has the solution within itself. So this worry or any limitation is pretty much highlighted, but again, the solution will be also there. And what was the oracle? The oracle was showing the signs, the gut feeling. So what is really moving you is also can also bring the solution there for you. Uh, so I think the hope energy in your cards are also very important, because again, from a point when you were thinking, oh, this is the only way, actually you are realizing that no, it is not the only way. So you develop this confidence in someone or something and you become like hopeful with it. This brings optimism and power to you, some peace to your heart. um, I think you are gonna find a new energy here, and you may also have the chance to rekindle an emotional or professional relationship with the steps you will be taking. Uh, but currently, what you need to be maybe um, taking care of is the stability and security, that home feeling. This is where you need to be operating from. I think there is some kind of a turning point in the cards, and you're gonna see how your conditions actually will be improved. So this is a good place to be in, but I think everything will unfold by time. I feel here, when we say trump or when you uh, overcome an obstacle, there is also some kind of a reward in this. The reward here can be not necessarily a material reward, but it can be a point of realization where you've realized the positive solution, and this confirmation is there now for you and something is coming through. You will have a big opportunity for a major change. So this can be also in a way a very true, and also you may get some unexpected help as well. Can we say divine intervention? And um, you're gonna find really improvements here. Um, I mean, definitely something is likely to present themselves. Now we are going to add up all the numbers in these cards, and we need to reach a one-digit number. So in this case, this is going to be our main energy for the reading. Just a sec. Let me open my calculator. So 13 plus 17 plus 20. Oh, number 7. Okay. So which card is number 7? Which card is number 7? Now let's find that in the deck. What are we actually, what concept actually here we broke into? We broke into the concept of time. You see the heart, it's complete, but it is in between this locked book. In the oldest times, the books were like locked. And there is some kind of an hourglass there. There is day and night. And they sit all on the table, right? So they have a physical space there. So actually, your situation is indicating the evolution of your conditions. You are going through a transitional time. Some time needs to pass in this. It is okay if you do analysis, that's okay. If you fall into memories, nostalgia, it's okay. But again, in the reading, I was talking about this is something actually gonna progress. It's not making you fall back. So I think if you have been like bored with your current conditions, really, you're gonna witness a lot of change in the events. Seize the opportunities and seize the opportunities, and as long as you can able to seize them, you can realize that gateways, Sagittarius. This is going to be an important point. I think in your cards, the energy is like more of like, actually, I haven't seen you in this condition for a long time. I would say normally Sagittarius actually wouldn't bother about this. I mean, they would actually already come to that understanding, but there was something hindering you all this time. Just a sec, I want to ask to my cards something. What was the hindrance all this time for you? This is another deck. Nowadays, it feels like you have many questions actually in your mind. You have many questions. In order to maybe narrow them down, you come to a bit quick conclusions. That's why in the reading it says, don't come to that quick conclusion and see it as a restriction now. Like, I got to follow this way. You are actually introduced with a different dynamic. We have the Knight of Swords here. Some communication way was hindering for you. Maybe you communicated something, but it was like opposed very strong, or you didn't feel like validated by someone near and dear to you, you think. Also, there was maybe something who were like strongly opposing the way that you want to operate, and there was someone a bit not maybe like an arrogant character. Maybe you simply didn't want to deal with a person here, um, or you didn't want to get some type of a reaction here. It can be This can be also another way. Maybe you think something will gonna raise a reaction, and you didn't want to, in order to not to take it, you wanna choose the quick and easier way. um, so I feel here something also about the truth. um, if you were not speaking the truth, hiding your truth, or not want to communicate, if someone was also like willing to maybe um, hear it, but they were coming too strong to you, um, like they want to speak like something very maybe directly. You don't want to express it like uh, in a very quick fashion. um, and I feel like maybe you think someone can do something dangerous at the expense of others. So in order to not to evoke a reaction, you try to follow your own way. I see here you are actually refraining from some type of aggressive and very too brave speaking of someone, or someone was manipulative, impatient about you. So here actually, um, okay, there wasn't a space for you to actually flourish and maybe come and speak your true nature. Wasn't a place or a time which was supporting the natural way you would operate. And you find it a bit hindering, so you have like shelf yourself, and was too much in that shelf. um, I feel here also there is something in the domestic way, the way that you look into your domestics. Maybe um, you would also think some change may be good at this time. Maybe a person is opposing about that. Some home situation may be also involved. I see here some Sagittarius are going, for instance, outside of their city, or place, like looking for a home, for instance, like ranch house, somewhere maybe in more of like a rural part, in a town, maybe in a seaside. There is this like looking for something different than your current circumstances, like looking for a place to live. Uh, because sometimes um, we believe that we need a change, and though the mindsets we were in, maybe um, it's hard to shift into a different mindset. Though the moment when we think we can do that, we actually have a potential to shift the mindset, but we change rather the physical condition, and hoping that physical conditions will also shift us, so that we can come to that mindset state, like the physical supporting the mental process, uh, and also the other way around. If I cannot uh, change some inner things, let me play with the exterior circumstances. So I feel you have this need to play with that exterior circumstances, so that it can also shape you. You try to find a gateway, I feel. A part of it, I haven't seen you like a bit actually locked in for so long time, Sagittarius. I don't get these Nine of Swords energy so much actually from your readings, but there was this locked in feelings, um, which was playing out for some time. But now I think, you know, think about it this way. In the celestial perspective, which is astrology, a lot of things, has been changed, like Saturn now switched to Pisces, Pluto to Aquarius for a brief time, but it will come back to Capricorn again and then in Aquarius by 2024 completely. And by July, now we have this very, this year's last big change about the nodal axes. So I think by July, it's really going to be different. I mean, if you cannot feel that change is happening now, like things being a bit slow, um, don't worry. I mean, by July, you can, if you haven't feel that change, by July 2023, you are going to feel it. And what I'm saying is also this time can also play out because this is still a developing story for you. So it may again start to develop and play it out as of July 2023, because Aries solar eclipse will ultimately set the time for the nodal axes, which is going to change by July 2023. So also letting you know. Just one card I want to gift you because I felt like you may need. Uh, just deciding on which oracle deck I may use. Let's see. Maybe this one. Let's get this deck. Okay, let's get this deck. So if Sagittarius need to hear an extra message to what we have been talking about, what would be that one message to give for Sagittarius? What will be that one message to give Sagittarius? If you have, by the way, tarot questions to ask, you can visit me in my daily live streams, okay, where I answer your tarot questions. But if you are first time engaging with my channel with me, check the description box below and read carefully how the live streams where I answer your question works, okay? Definitely check that out. So, oh, we have the hello from heaven. Now, okay, so there is someone, if someone has passed away, Sagittarius, my condolences, first of all. But if you feel like like someone's spirit is around, who has maybe has been long, they have left this earth as they complete their life cycle, there is it says your loved ones in the spirit world wants to connect with you as much as you want to connect with them. Sometimes it's that feeling, there can be these things we go through, and we may say to ourselves, oh, how I wish that person would be with me right now, or what would they say. I wish they would be here right with me, we may say. Actually, the moment we think about it, this usually it develops that connection with them, so that longing feeling. So this special person, or maybe people who are maybe in a different dimension now, it says they have been also thinking about you as you have been thinking about them, and they are sending you signs and symbols to show you how much they love you, to prove they are with you at this time. And interestingly, we had here in the previous oracle card, we had the signs. So what are those signs? Signs, this is how it is depicted. Sometimes spirit animals, a coin you find when you are walking in the street, dragonfly, sometimes what was the name of the animal? Manticore. Maybe a feather you find, these are usually, this can be signs, or anything in your own culture, or, in your own culture, it can be your own, coming from a symbol from your upbringing, they may, of course, all around. So if a person's from the past involvement is also here, but this person, again, my condolences, it seems they have maybe they try to connect from a different dimension, and they are sending you signs to get through better in this period of time. It can be, if they feel a connection, of course, with you, with not only you, but with also the subject itself, So yes, so your oracle card was Hello from Heaven, by the way. Sagittarius friends, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Overall, it has made you aware for this upcoming solar eclipse. Thank you very much for your growing support to my platform. Thank you very much coming and stopping by at my live streams. Again, you can find information at the description box below. This is your first time connecting with me, connecting with my platform. And I hope to speak to you in the next readings. I don't know what will be our next theme, but we will see together. And I'm happy to be here and to be